Hey guys, so we're gonna work on a B-Stance Glute Bridge. We're gonna use a Pilates ball for this. Again, this is ideal for what we want to use as a Pilates ball. If you don't have one, you can also use a pillow or a yoga block or some variation of something essentially to hold between your knees. Again, Pilates balls work the best and they're fairly inexpensive. It's also a fun toy, so get one. I can send you a link. What we're gonna do with the B-Stance. So B-Stance or kickstand is most common what people hear when they hear B-Stance. It is essentially a single leg where we take one foot and we kick it out and support the single leg instead of just doing a pure single leg bridge. Okay, so what this is gonna look like from a positioning standpoint, I'm gonna set up in the bridge position here. We're gonna take our Pilates ball and put it between our knees. So we have some pressure control. So we're working on adduction. So inner thigh, pelvic floor, core control. You're gonna take the non-working leg. So we'll choose this as our non-working leg for right now. And we're going to kick out the heel so it's lined up to the top of the opposite toe. This is one of those things, sometimes you have to sit up to do it so you can get an idea of like, okay, that's the top of my opposite toe, heel to that toe, now my knees are still even. So the goal with this is to keep our pelvis lined up while working one side at a time, and we have a little bit of support here, so it's not as challenging if we were just to do a single leg here, okay? So again, B-Stance, heel in line with the toe in the front of the other foot. We're going to squeeze the ball and activate the inner thigh, stabilize, pelvic tilt down, take a breath in. You're going to lift off, breathe out. The focus is on lifting here with this leg, okay? Control on the way down. Same thing, pelvic tilt, lift, drive through this leg. This is just here for support. A lot of times people will feel the hamstring a little bit if you're starting to rotate or digging down in that heel too much. Okay, but we want to keep balance as we move through this. So go back down, pelvic tilt, engage the ball, drive up. You should feel this primarily in your glutes, a little bit of hamstring, core, back stability. We're trying to get up and through the lift with our pelvis, okay? In, breathe out, control back down. Okay, that's how we set up a B-Stance. Using the other leg, so you can see from this angle, this is the same positioning of tilting your pelvis down. So pelvic tilt, draw down and in with your core. This is now our working leg. I'm going to kick out the other foot as my kickstand. Same focus is on now this side. So I'm going to lift, drive up as a team. Doing a little bit of a squeeze on the ball for my inner thigh, pelvic floor. Slowly release, control back down. Okay, the goal here is we don't want to see the pelvis rotating or dropping out like this. We want to lift as a team lift with both of your hip bones facing the ceiling, no rotation. And you want to feel like the work is happening in this leg, not your kickstand leg. This is an easy thing to get just thrown off by this position. If you feel this in your low back, you feel like you can't keep control, stability, you just shorten up the range of motion so you can just work on small lifts, here to here, until you get more control. The goal is ultimately pelvis stability, where we get full range of motion. But if you don't have that right now, it's okay to just work the range that you do have. If you do have it, next step is we add a load, okay? We add a dumbbell, and then you get to work that same position with a little bit of load across your hips, working the single leg.